Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we have got another beautiful knife from our good friend David over at Orion Knives. This is the Cetus. This is his latest creation, and I'm telling you what, uh, let's just not, we're not gonna pull any punches here. I'm really digging this knife. Really like the wood overlays we have going on here. Now, this is Amboya wood. That's a new one for me. I guess it's a tropical hardwood. Amboya burl is what it's referred to a lot of times. But that is really good looking. Now, the one thing to note is the overlays are not like cut from the same piece, so they'll match. I mean, from what I've seen, every piece has just got its own unique, fingerprint, basically. And it's really cool. I really like the character in this show side. But what else do you get out of the Cetus? Well, you've got an aluminum show side. You've got a stainless clip side when you're talking right-hand tip-up carry, which we are, as you can see. Pretty deep carry clip. Now, the one thing I want to tell you is obviously you can swap the clip, but you can't swap the clip. It is an ambidextrous carry, but there's a second clip. From what I understand, they're all going to come set up with right-hand carry, and you have an extra clip, or a left-hand carry clip would be the best way to put it. Why? Well, it's not... it's a straight clip, really, and you can see you have a curvature in the handle. But this pocket for the left-hand carry was milled out at slightly a different size. So the right-hand clip doesn't necessarily fit the way it should. So that's why you have the extra clip. Now, awesome. Unfortunate that happened, but hey, adapt, overcome. David's like, hey, we'll just give you a second clip for the left-hand carry. Very cool. Fit and finish is really nice. Now, obviously, with those overlays, you can see you've kind of sort of got a letterbox thing going on. Kind of, sort of, not really. Everything is chamfered out. There you have the Orion Knives logo. If it'll show it to you, there it is. On your back spacer there. Now, this one is OEM'd by Dav Gear, D-A-V. It is made in China, yes, absolutely. But an OEM I really hadn't heard of before as well. So very cool. I tell you what, they did a fantastic job on this knife. The fit and finish is done very well. Absolutely. Now, the other thing that David does point out on his website is you don't want to over tighten these screws. They're stainless hardware because could potentially crack the wood. So that was one thing he definitely pointed out on the Cetus page. And I'll put I'll put a link down in the description so you guys can go check that out as well. But now we have the two versions, the wood versions. You've got the wood and the stonewash blade. You also have a wood and a black blade. And then you have two G10 versions, green G10 and black G10. So again, you can check it out. As you can see, it's a flipper. You do have some jimping. Nice. Does catch very well. Detent is pretty good. The detent's good. It does seem to have a little bit slower flip, but nothing too major. Comes rocketing out there. Now, you guys know it's not my normal, but I tell you what, I really dig the profile of this knife. It's got kind of that sweeping sheepsfoot style blade, and I tell you what, this thing was murder on rope. I love this thing at work. And you do have some jimping. Now, my normal grip, I pretty much get a good portion of that jimping, maybe half my thumb. If I relax it out a little bit, then I'm a little bit more forward of it. But nothing too bad. 14C28N. Very nice stonewash on that blade. Really like the stonewash. Of course, you've got the 3 stars of Orion's belt there. 14C28N right there. Now, also, kind of a subframe lock there, but I can middle finger flip it on that fuller. Can't from the hole, that's too far up and the D10's too stiff. I can't quite get my thumb in there, but that fuller, no problem. Can definitely middle finger flick on that fuller. So let's zoom out just a little bit and we'll give you some specs on it. So overall, I just like the curve of it. Man, we'll definitely be talking a little bit more about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty much an 8-inch knife, 4.5-inch handle, right about a 3.5-inch blade. Cutting edge is going to be closer, it's about 3 3/8 really on your cutting edge. Your grip length with that curvature, point to point, you're looking at right about 3.5, which, as you guys know, yeah, right in my wheelhouse. Love it. Feels terrific in hand. There you go. A little bit of a size comparison with your PM2. Looks like the Cetus has got it by a little bit on the blade, and it's kind of a trade-off. Cetus got a little bit on the blade, PM2's got a little bit on the handle. And that curvature kind of comes into that. And then, of course, there you go. There's your comparison with the bug out. Definitely larger than the bug out. Now, a weight, I like how David describes it. Pretty sure he says it's 4 ounces on the website, but he likes to give you the weight in quarters. And I think he said that equates to 20 quarters. I like that. Yeah, I get 4.1 on mine. Yep, not going to complain about 0.1. A 0.1 difference. Who knows? My scale's probably off. Anyway, definitely deep carry. Like that a lot. Now the overall. I like that I can flip it. Oh, that was a bad one. I can flip it. Okay. We're going to do this since obviously I tell you I can and I can't on camera. I did it twice earlier. I did it. You saw it. But overall, yeah, David, right on, man. I really, really like this knife. I love the curvature of the handle. That 3.5-inch point-to-point grip just absolutely melts in my hand. That's kind of how you can see it rest there. Now, there's a little spot on this clip where it does, I feel it a little bit more than I'd like to, but if I bear down, I really got to bear down for it to be, any kind of distraction or anything like that. But I can feel it. I can feel it right there. I love how the clip immediately dives down. It goes in and out of pocket fairly well. Now, I do have a little bit, one pair of jeans has a little bit thicker seam on it that it has a little bit more problem with. But normal jeans, most of my work pants, in and out, no problem. Definitely got it's got good retention. No issues there. Overall, David's got himself a really, really solid knife. A lot of people were commenting, especially during my blade show, SKL, how they like the look of this one. And guys, $75. Yeah, well worth that. That's for the wood version. The G10 version, you're looking at $65. Yeah. For 14C, this beautiful wood, you got aluminum and stainless. Yeah, pretty hard to go wrong there in my opinion. Action, definitely a dropper, no doubt. Let's try one more time. I'm behind camera. There it went. There it is. Nice snap on it. I knew I could do it. But yeah, definitely worth the look. Of course, David, blade banner, as you know, Orion Knives, very good friend of mine. I've been a fan of David's designs, and you know what? The Cetus, I have to say, I think, David, this might be my favorite of your designs so far. I really, really do. This is a super comfortable knife. It's wicked for me at work with the rope. I mean, draw cuts. You got that kind of sweeping blade. The point gets, oh, yeah. Yeah, I do believe this is my favorite Orion design so far. Very well done, David. Thank you very much, my friend. Greatly, greatly appreciate the opportunity to always check out your designs. And as always, looking forward to what you come up with next, my friend. So, thank you guys so very much for checking the Cetus out with me today from Orion Knives. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.